story of my life, handling paint and cleaning paint off things, and paint everywhere. When I lived in London in one room, God, it was a nightmare. Just paint everywhere. No matter how hard you try and control it, it turns up somewhere unexpected. Yeah. That's why I like to have a separate studio from the house, because once it's in the house, oh, it's horrible. When you get one bit of Prussian blue on the carpet, you think, oh my God, where did that come from? And you turn around, there's another bit, and before you know it, it's being walked around the place. Something had smashed through the surface of the painting, right, not just the surface, gone right through, including the hardboard, and broken out at the back. I suspect 2 different movable companies involved. It wasn't possible to check through all the work, because you can imagine with all this lot piled up, they're all piled up against the wall there. It's absolutely impossible to check through them all. I've been here 10 years and I still haven't managed to get, well, this is the first time I've come across this bit of damage. I don't hate doing it if it's got to be done. I mean, it's all right, but I can't see what I'm doing. That's my problem. Anyway, I do my best. When I first came here, I had this idea I'd give all the paintings and these buildings and the house to the local community to make a gallery or a museum or something. And that went on for years, negotiating, and so finally ended in a big meeting. The mayor had a notaire, I had a notaire, so it was very well set up, really. And I thought, well, this is it, we're going to set this whole thing up. But instead of which, it was all fell to nothing. Let's shift this thing across. One of the things they wanted to do was to find exhibition spaces, and that was Peter. So that was brilliant, and he did. He went, because he's got right contact, he did it. He did several things like that. This is French tarragon. So we believe. It was here when we came. We've kind of kept it going just. But it's a beautiful spot here. You get the sunset in the winter. Yeah, you get it's a great spot. My favourite spot. I used to know all the weeds, I could recognise the weeds and everything straight away, but now I struggle. I used to bring all the cacti down. It's a hell of a job, I don't do that anymore. So I've struggled on, but I am very concerned about this balance thing. It makes life so, when you've got balance problem, eyesight problem, and then I've got a twisted ankle, the 3 things together, it just means it's really hard to just stand around, walk around and do anything, I never felt part of a community like this before. I do really feel I belong here, So when I come down here, I feel quite at home. I think, right, this is where we live. This is it. This is fantastic. I've never felt that in anywhere else. Well, I got divorced, and I had to find somewhere to put all my pictures. It was a big disaster, and it was a kind of toss-up between burning them or doing something really radical. And the only radical thing I could really think of was France. I've been to France a few times and I'd seen that there were derelict barns scattered around rural parts of France. And I thought maybe I could get hold of a barn to put paintings in. So that's what I did. That was the plan. When I first came, the story was that Ray came to France to find a barn. Then there happened to be a house that went with it. That's what. Oh, it's okay. 48 look. Yeah, that's nice and fun.
So I said that you talk to Paul that way.
Yeah.
Because I talk to Martine and then
De ce quatuor combine Paris qui a vraiment
Can't thrive. I am powerless. I agree. It's the most frustrating thing that's ever happened to me. If I could move away from here, I would. Straight away.
Then you go.
I can't. I've got all that bloody stuff to look after.
And then you run by yourself.
I would, but I can't.
Then why drag me in?
Oh,
I'm helping you.
Tu prends tout ça, je te le donne, tu prends tout ça, après tu te débrouilles. Bon. Non, non, voilà, bon, moi, je te fais soupe,
Ouais, ok, mais merci Paul. Hein.
I'll tell you what's impressive about this is this man, he's the director, he's down there wrapping the paintings. You'll never see that in the UK, never. We went there to visit a while ago and he was actually sitting at the desk or somewhere, framing the paintings. Mostly a gallery person will consider framing paintings. They'll send them off to it done by someone. He did it all. He does it all himself.
Yeah.
I mean, this is amazing. It's such a good choice he's made. He's got such a good eye for pictures. And this is going to be a good show. It's got to be.
Oui, très bien. Le directeur, il est près de ses ouvriers.
Ouais.
Il est tape. La convivialité.
Ouais. C'est partagé.
Absolument. Elle est bonne, hein?
I don't mind this bit, but I'm getting a bit excited. I've actually got my board coming together now. But I hate doing the gluing is the worst bit. So I hate that. It's a bit of a struggle and messy.
Lovely. Can you try and smell it? It's really nice.
It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah.
Bonjour. Bonjour Philippe.
Okay.
Ça s'est imposé comme ça. Oui, on est content. Hein, vous aussi? Oui. Oui. On retrouve la polychromie. On va retrouver la destruction, le chaos, et en même temps, elle va plus loin que celle-ci. Celle-ci est très mosaïquée, et celle-ci est fracassée. C'est une peinture qui va montrer une déchirure, mais en même temps, une ruine. Et dans cette pièce, si vous voulez, le regard sur l'œuvre de Ray Atkins, c'est un regard qui va permettre de comprendre la problématique du peintre. Ne pas chercher à faire esthétique, mais traduire et exprimer une émotion. Et je crois que c'est ce qu'il y a d'important à Villeneuve-sur-Lausanne, c'est de laisser passer ce message pour comprendre le travail de l'artiste. Elle est en devenir et en même temps, c'est la clé pour comprendre celle-ci. C'est la peinture la plus difficile, mais en même temps, elle est attachante. Voilà. C'est pour ça que nous l'avons sélectionnée pour l'exposition.
Oui.
Inachevée, mais qui en même temps est une peinture qui a toutes les qualités des casses. Vous avez la grue, la tractation, et ici il y a une confusion parce que tout est détruit. Mais en même temps, l'artiste s'est arrêté parce qu'il n'avait plus envie de finir la toile. Mais on retrouve la palette des bleus, on va retrouver des couleurs qui sont chères à l'artiste. On va retrouver toute la palette des bruns et on va retrouver aussi ce travail de la matière, l'épaisseur de la pâte. Quelque chose qui nous est très cher aussi. C'est-à-dire cette partie-là qui est très, très en relief.
C'est une histoire très étrange avec cette peinture. Parce que c'est la première fois que cette peinture était exposée.
Ah.
Oui. So I have huge faith in Philip as a curator, and there's the answer. It's justified. He knows his gallery. And that's the thing. If the person who knows the gallery hangs the pictures, that's good because there's a kind of connection with it, which otherwise perhaps wouldn't happen. No, it's great.
There is something called Circle of Life. What does that mean? Do you know there's the one at the back? What is that? What is it supposed to be?
It just seemed to be such an important painting. I just thought I can't give it another silly title like three trees on a hillside or something.
But was it a painting of of the trees in the distance?
Yeah, it's painted near Maison de Colline, but if you go past the orchard garden and walk along the meadow, top of the meadow, there's a sort of hedgerow and a space amongst the trees. Yeah. And that's why I did it.
Okay. That's that.
Yeah, I could show you where it is actually. Yeah. It may stay, there's no wind. Bit of extra security. Yeah, it's pretty firm, look. It's good. It's just about sitting in the bottom. Just leave it here until the painting's done. It's all weatherproof, and that's the marvellous thing about my clumsy system. I always am happy starting, it's true. Yeah, even when I'm tired, make a start. And, you know, it might lead somewhere. Day, it's got the blue sky. That's what one of my ideas was, to have the tree against the blue sky. So who knows what may happen. When we lived in Cornwall, we used to drive down to the north coast to watch the sunset, and that was really, you could catch a good one very often. But it's beautiful. Yeah, it's totally different from ever before. It's totally unique. Always totally unique. Everything changes. I actually get terribly bored if something doesn't. You know, if I have a studio that's with a nice white walls and everything's static and organised, I can paint in that situation, but it does sort of bore me quite quickly, I must admit. And what I get interested in usually, if I've maybe, like last autumn, I got all the pumpkins in from the garden, all the different things. And really, what interested me was the way they were changing slowly. You know, somehow is the most interesting thing is the change.
I think the painter, when he paints, does not think. And for me, that is very important. The non-thinking in the painting is what I enjoy. When we friends with a painter, of course, when the painter can sell his painting, it's the best, of course. But what I notice, without the selling, Ray's life as a painter is a total success because no ruptures. He's always a painter. is all the time a painter, like it should be. I mean, a writer writes all the time, even if he does not write all the time, in that sense.
Somebody talked about a career. There was an actor, a very well-known actor, was talking about. Somebody asked him if he thought he had a great career, and he said, "Yeah, for me, yes, but not as an artist." You see, you can't say that Picasso had a good career. I think just being able to get up every day and paint. That's the thing that Albach said in one interview. That's what life is for.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He is never going to be a successful painter in the sense that, unfortunately, in terms of a well-known, greatly Picasso, in today's terms, it's too late, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's too late. You'd have to go into the Turner Prize, and this is you have to follow the well-trodden ladder to becoming a successful artist, and that has never been on the cards. But successful in terms of carrying on painting and making new paintings, yes. So long as you can paint, and with all the problems you've had with your eyes, and you're still making very ambitious paintings.
We're looking for a painting Ray did of me sitting on a mound of grass. Oh, I know you might have other
yes.
Janes in your life. But
No, it's you.
Okay.
Gonna come out now. There we are. That's one of the Jane on the back pictures. Yeah.
Where am I?
That's your head area, and that's your knees and body there. Yeah.